Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Traveling Guy. My name is Thomas. I am a regional flight attendant. For those who are new here, to all my returning subscribers, I thank you for the support. And if you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Today, I began a 3-day trip, which is closing out the month of May for me. I start off with a deadhead today to Cincinnati, and then I do a Cincinnati to DCA turn, and then I'm done today in Cincinnati by 4 o'clock. I only had 1 day off, and as I always say, 1 day is never enough to recuperate, especially coming off of a 5-day trip. Then I had to rip and run doing everything on that 1 day. Plus, when I got off, I had my daughter's prom, and then do what I needed to do early that morning. I had to cut grass because it rained for the 5 days, so obviously everything was overgrown. Shopping, grocery shopping, and just do stuff around the house and things like that. And I think I overexerted myself because I realized once I sat down to eat, that was probably my first time sitting down that entire day, and like I felt like my body was like, whew. And then this morning at 1 o'clock, I woke up with cramps in both my legs. Had to duck waddle to the kitchen to get some pickle juice to drink to try to help alleviate that. But other than that, I'm gonna get ready to get on the shuttle, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Cincinnati. Hello everybody, I've made it here to Cincinnati. Today's 2 flights were very uneventful. Cincinnati is always going to be a sore spot for me. I have tried to swap out of this trip, even wanted to take less credit hours, but there was nothing that actually worked for me. So if you don't know, I was deadheaded to Cincinnati to work a trip when I found out that my father passed away. So I deadheaded here today, and once I landed, all my messages kept going off, which I kind of knew it was probably just my brother and my cousin going back and forth in our group text message. But at the same time, that was kind of like, I didn't really want to look at my phone. So Cincinnati was always going to be a sore spot for me coming here, just because for that exact reason or whatever. But not to try to bring the room down, but something did happen today. On my deadhead coming here, the flight attendant working the flight came and said, hey, the captain wants you to check in. And I'm like, check in for what? I've never done that before on a deadhead. So I'm walking towards the front. The flight leader asked me, am I armed? And I'm like, no. And I said, my last name is Gun, but I'm not armed. So I get to the front, and she was just looking to ask me a question. I was like, maybe what it is, because on my boarding pass, one of the N is cut off. So it just looks like my first name, middle name, and then it looks like Gun, like I'm armed. So that's what they thought. And I was like, because I thought it was weird that a captain would ask me to check in with them on a deadhead, because I've never had to do that before. And I think that's what the misunderstanding was, because of my last name, which that's funny. Also, I know somebody probably gonna ask this about the pickle juice and cramping. So my football coach from high school was the health teacher as well. It's not scientifically proven, but they say with the pickle juice hitting your throat, it's supposed to send some type of reaction with the neurons that hits the back of your throat to stop your muscles from cramping. Also with the salt in it for the electrolytes and things like that. That's what helps with your cramps and everything. But other than that, I didn't mean to talk too long to you all, but I just had to say what I had to say. I'm gonna try to work out. My legs still kind of sore from the cramping this morning, but I'm gonna see what I can do. I do have to get up at 3:30 because of the way the hotel runs every 30 minutes. I have to be I have a 5:15 report, can't leave at 5 because it takes exactly 15 minutes to get to the airport. So I have to leave at 4:30. But it is what it is. I'll see you guys in the morning for day 2. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 2 of 3. It's pretty early this morning. Of course, I did not go to sleep like I wanted to, but I still got enough rest. Yesterday I did work out a little bit, but the treadmill wasn't really working because the belt kept slipping. So I was just like, I'm not even gonna try. Today is gonna be the longest day of this trip. I think I have 7.5 hours of flying. It's also Memorial Day, so that means we get paid time and a half. So I get more money today. But it is a 4-leg day. I go from, where am I tonight? Oh, Cincinnati to LaGuardia, LaGuardia to Greenville, Spartanburg, back to LaGuardia. Then I do back to JFK, something like that. LaGuardia. I'll go back to LaGuardia. Then I go from LaGuardia to Burlington, Vermont. I'm done about 5 o'clock this evening. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on. I have about 10 minutes to get down to the van. And if anything changes, I'll make sure I keep you all updated. Hello everybody, I've made it here to Burlington, and today all our flights were very uneventful, but it's just been a long drag out day because it was 12 hours and 12 hours and 45-minute duty day, but almost 7.5 hours of actual flying time, which we do get paid time and a half because it is Memorial Day. And I'm just sleepy. Like my flying partner was telling the gate agent, they saw me sleeping in the seat between our flights in LaGuardia. She was like, yeah, he's been sleeping through on every turn, and we going to sleep for like 5, 10, 20 minutes. Listen, I needed those power naps. Those power naps it got me through the day, but I'm still sleepy right now, but it's a little bit too early because it's a little bit after 5 o'clock. So what I'm gonna do is hop in the shower and just try to stay up as long as possible because I do have an early report tomorrow. Again, is another 5:15 showtime. So my van is at 5 o'clock this morning, so I have to get up at 4. But I'll see you guys a little bit later on tomorrow morning once I get up for day 3. Good morning, everybody. Today is go home day. Well, I'm only at home for like a layover, probably like 18 hours. Then I start another 3-day. But nonetheless, I get to go home today. It's just a 3-leg day, 2 operate, 1 I deadhead. I go from Burlington to JFK to Norfolk, and then I deadhead from Norfolk back home. I'm done by 2:30 today. I actually did go to bed before, I think it was 10 o'clock last time I looked at my watch. Was when I laid down, it was about 9:45. And yeah, I don't even remember falling asleep. I just remember laying in the bed and then my alarm going off. But other than that, that's all I have for you this morning. I'm finna get ready and go downstairs, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I close out the video. I have about 10 minutes to get down to the van, so I'll see you guys a little bit later on. Everybody, so I made it home today. Flights were very uneventful, just how we like them. I look at it as this is just an 18-hour layover at home, and then I began another 3-day trip. I wish I could have moved this one, because this is the end of end of May, going into the beginning of June. I wish I could have dropped this one, but I was more focused on dropping my trip that was in the middle of the month so I can have extended days off. And when I went to try to drop this, it was they said, below the reserve grid. So it is what it is. You just have to roll with the punches. Sometimes they do these things, but I'm finna get ready to go in, try to recoup as fast as possible and just relax until tomorrow because I have to be at the airport by 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna close out this vlog. As always, hug on the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out.